Meanwhile, Chicago police and demonstrators clashing during a second night of protests. This after the video release of a deadly police shooting.
And things took an ugly turn last night at Millennium Park when protesters attacked the Christmas tree. That's where we join CBS 2's Mike Puccinelli. He is live with the latest. Good morning, Mike.
Good morning. And all 4 people were arrested last night. Now, it's not clear at this point whether any of those folks were arrested for vandalizing this Christmas tree that you're looking at right now. But what we can tell you is that after several hours of work, the tree is just about as good as new.
Is that what working?
Workers from Palos Electric Company are up early this Thanksgiving doing their best to repair the city's Christmas tree. That after protesters angry over the police killing of Laquan McDonald attacked the towering fir last night, ripping off some of its lights. Here you can see a young man destroying the decorative fencing around the tree, which graces Millennium Park. Police eventually stepped in and put a stop to it. Tempers flared in the area, and here a young woman gets knocked to the ground as police try and restore order. Several women were taken into police custody, but it's not clear why. Earlier at Lake and Wells, protesters got into it with a few officers and attempted to take their police bicycles. That led to a tug of war over this bike.
Ain't no justice in this town. Ain't no justice in this town.
Along the Mag Mile, protesters sat down at Michigan and Chicago Avenue and shut down the street for a while. One couple had to be escorted from their cab after it became trapped in the crowd. That as protesters got in the faces of police.
You're killing us. You're killing us. The biggest gang is...
During the first protest of the Laquan McDonald shooting last night, there were 5 arrests.
Today, one of those arrested had his charges dropped.
I want to say, I love you, Mama.
That is Malcolm London. He's a 22-year-old activist who walked out of bond court today and into a crowd of supporters. Supporters also immediately began chanting. That is Malcolm London. He's a 22-year-old activist who walked out of bond court today and into a crowd of supporters. Supporters also immediately began chanting.
I ain't your boy. I'm your teacher today.
And those protesters are all charged with misdemeanor.
After London's arrest last night, that's the video you're looking at there. CBS 2 cameras caught that and the ensuing scuffle with police.
For the second straight night, protesters...
Crimes ranging from battery to resisting arrest. Those are all punishable by up to a year in prison, but experts say that is highly unlikely in this case. Right now, the workers are
out in the streets. CBS 2's Adrina Begas is live now in Millennium Park, where they are now. Adrina.
I am right now. We are in River North, and you can see hundreds of protesters.
Actually still here wrapping up the repairs on the tree, but as you can see, it pretty much looks as good as new, and there are a lot of folks out here right now taking in the scene.
Protesters are here on the street. They are starting to form another circle. This is one of many stops they've made. They started at State and Harrison about 30 minutes ago.
And enjoying the situation here in Millennium Park, not to mention the lovely Christmas tree. Reporting live in Millennium Park, next to the rink.
They walked to Michigan Avenue, broke through barricades in Millennium Park. They start tearing off Christmas lights on those trees. They just stopped at the Trump Tower, start tearing off lights and Christmas decorations on that building. And now, as you can see, they are forming a circle in River North. We are on State.
Mike Puccinelli, CBS 2 News. Back to you.
All right, certainly glad they got that fixed so quickly. Mike, thank you.
And Kinsey right now. Protesters yelling. They're saying they're angry. Again, you can see video here of protesters running up to the Christmas tree, breaking the barricades around it. They started ripping the lights off the tree. Several dozen protesters got in on that. And now we're going to show you a little bit of what we saw earlier today. Several protesters running up to the Christmas tree, breaking the barricades around it. They started ripping the lights off the tree. Several dozen protesters got in on that. And now we're going to show you a little bit of what we saw earlier today. Several protesters running up to the Christmas tree, breaking the barricades around it. They started ripping the lights off the tree. Several dozen protesters got in on that. And now we're going to show you a little bit of what we saw earlier today. Several protests around the city. More scuffles in tonight's protest. Here, a melee as police kept protesters from trying to get into Congress Parkway. In Bronzeville, protesters off lights and Christmas decorations on that building. And now, as you can see, they are forming a circle in River North. We are on State and Kinsey right now. Protesters yelling. They're saying they're angry. Again, you can see video here of protesters running up to the Christmas tree, breaking the barricades around it. They started ripping the lights off the tree. Several dozen protesters got in on that. And now we're going to show you a little bit of what we saw earlier today, several protests around the city. More scuffles in tonight's protest. Here, a melee as police kept protesters from trying to get into Congress Parkway. In Bronzeville, protesters walked along 35th to police headquarters, police walking with them. Demonstrators calling out the names Rahm Emanuel, Anita Alvarez, and Gary McCarthy, calling for them to be removed. Chanting, saying there was a cover-up in the Laquan McDonald case.
This is a call for black people to take action and unite.
What is it that you are protesting? What is it that you want to see done?
I would just like to see the...
I've lived in Chicago for 20 years and have never done the parade, so I thought, bring the kids down and try it out.
It never gets old. Rain or shine, the annual Chicago Thanksgiving Day Parade.
Good morning and happy Thanksgiving to you and your family. I'm Lionel Moise in for Harry Porterfield.
And I'm Roseanne Tejas. Chicago's celebrations began earlier this morning, and the parade was, well, it was just about perfect.
So exciting. CBS 2 Susanna Song joining us live now from the Loop with a little bit more. Good morning, Susanna.
And good morning to you guys. You know, the parade ended just a few...
The unnecessary killing stopped.
This mother brought her twins, 8-year-old sons out to the march. She's not only here for Laquan, but also for 9-year-old Tyshawn.
Minutes ago, you can see that the crowd has cleared out. You know, the rain has been off and on all morning long, but for the majority of the parade, it's really been dry out here. The most noticeable difference about this parade compared to years before has been security.
Lee.
Sean got killed around the park that these little men play at, you know, and my daughter went to school with him.
Protest.
Marching bands, giant inflatables, and decorative floats. The 2015 McDonald's Thanksgiving Day Parade drew thousands of spectators to State Street.
We're excited.
It's cool. Officers spreading the word about the Black Friday protest.
We do not come to damage property. We do not come to be violent.
I'm excited. I'm really excited.
This family from DeKalb are first-time parade goers.
With my brother moving downtown, we thought we could start a new tradition.
I've lived in Chicago for 20 years and have never done the parade, so I thought, bring the kids down and try it out.
Gina Spears' 2 kids love this new holiday tradition.
I like the marching band because I play the drum.
We'll shut this city down.
Those protests earlier today more peaceful than what we're seeing out here tonight, though they're forming a circle now just a few minutes ago on Michigan.